magnitude like this, what would this mean to this program?
I think it's a huge step for us, not beating them since, I've been here and Coach Harbaugh has been here. I think securing a win against Ohio State, which is a very good team, would be very important for our program and for our season.
How much do you think about that, the fact that you have never beaten?
I hate it a bunch. I just really want to go out there and just get this win. Last home game for me and, some of the other guys that I came in with. So, it means a lot to us.
Was there ever a certain moment or play where you realized how big the game really is?
No, just feeling that atmosphere for the first time when I was a freshman. You always kind of dream about, a scenario like that, and it lives up to the hype every year.
Is there any other rivalry that compares to this one?
I can't really speak on any other rivalries, but I feel like this is the best one, I think, in college football.
The way last year's game ended, the contested first down, the loss in overtime, how much does that motivate this year's team going into this game?
I think it motivates us a lot, just the fact that, any play could really change the game, and you want to make sure that you're doing all the little things right, and you want to make sure that it doesn't get to that scenario where, it has to be decided on one play at the end of the game, and, just try to get a win.
Can this game teach you something about this team that you don't know already?
Just how relentless we are, just to, keep fighting and keep practicing the way we have been and keep trying to get better every week.
Tyree was here talking about, obviously you want to get the win, but the byproduct is ruining Ohio State's playoff chances. Is that something you guys think about? Does that motivate?
Definitely motivates you just to, have that opportunity to, kind of disrupt someone else's season, and while just making yours better, and just coming off of a loss. I think that's the first thing you want to do is get that taste out of your mouth and get a win, and what a time to get a win in this game.
Everyone talks about the streak they're on. Does that make it kind of more intimidating at all? Does it make it feel like a bigger task to beat them than just one game?
No, but I think it definitely does motivate you to, work even harder and just try to be as perfect as possible, and just try to execute on all phases.
You play JT enough. Why is he frustrating to play against? Why is he so good, and what's he do?
One thing that I feel like not a lot of people realize is how big he is. He's like tackling a running back when he has the ball in his hands. He's pretty good at throwing it too. So, he's a hard person to play against, and the option for them running is makes a challenge for any defense, and I think that's what makes them such an explosive offense.
Is this game the chippiest after the whistle compared to all the other games you've played in?
I think it's definitely between like this game and Michigan State. I think those are two of the games that are a little bit more chippy than the rest of the regular season game.
When you think about the play from last year, the end of the game, how long did you guys talk about that, and what was your view of it?
It was talked about for a long time. I think till I'm an old man, I'll think he's short, but it's something that was talked about on ESPN every day for probably like a month. So it's something that we talked about a lot for the rest of that season.
Do you notice any difference from some of the Ohio guys on Michigan in this rivalry? We were just talking to Mike and Tyree, just to name a couple, but obviously when they lose, they have to go back home to this.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that really hits home the most. I remember Jake talking to me about it a little bit, and some of the other Ohio guys like Mike just talking about, you never want to go home and lose to these guys, and it can be even harder for them. And they've grown up in the rivalry. I've only been in it for 5 years, but it definitely probably hits home a little bit more for them than it does for me.
Do you notice a difference in terms of preparation from them? And obviously they're going to prepare like any other game, but at the same time, they want this one that much more.
Yeah, I think there's definitely, even if you say there's not a change in preparation, I feel like everything is, a little bit more, people just look at the game a little bit more and just study more, and, you get the extra film in and all those type of things. I feel like everyone just prepares a little bit harder. Yeah, definitely.
What has Mike meant to this team and this defense especially?
Mike's just been a great leader for us. He's not a very vocal guy, but he leads by example, and I think that's one of the great qualities of having a captain like Mike is that he's someone that just does all of the little things right and just is always there and is always accountable for his teammates.
How important is it to you that this becomes a defensive battle?
I just want to win. I don't really care what happens on defense or offense or special teams. I just want to find a way to get a win.